Is in critical condition after being shot in Wayne County this morning. Kentucky State Police say it happened around 2 a.m. on Frisbee Street in Monticello. KSP believes 56-year-old Tracy Kidd entered a home and startled the homeowner. They say the homeowner then fired off one shot, hitting Kidd. Wayne County EMS says they found 40 grams of suspected methamphetamine on the victim. He was flown to UK Chandler Hospital in critical condition.
Grandmother jumps into action and stops a man who broke into her home to try and keep running from police. And in true grandmother fashion, she also tries to make sure that suspect is okay. News 13's Chandler Farnsworth explains.
It all started on Thursday evening when Albuquerque police say they spotted a stolen car in southeast Albuquerque and began following it. Police say they tried to stop the car using stop sticks, but the suspect, identified as 32-year-old Joseph Rivera, continued to drive off even after his tires were deflated, driving only on the vehicle's rims and crashing near Candelaria Road and Rio Grande Boulevard in North Albuquerque. According to a criminal complaint, the suspect ditched the car and began running. That's when police say they received a 911 call, a grandmother who said someone broke into her home, and the suspect's description matched Rivera's. Police say Rivera demanded the woman's keys to her car. Once he left with them, police say the woman went to her bedroom with her 4-year-old grandchild and armed herself. When Rivera came back to the home demanding even more keys, the woman asked him to leave. He refused, and that's when police say she fired a shot, hitting Rivera. Police say she then tended to Rivera's wounds until police arrived and he was taken to the hospital. Chandler Farnsworth, KRQE News 13.
And new at 4, Jackson police say that a suspect has died after a shooting at a Jackson convenience store.
Yeah, it happened on Road of Remembrance earlier today. Road of Remembrance is off West Capitol Street out west of Ellis Avenue. Detective Tommy Brown tells us the suspect walked into the store with a knife and started chasing an employee. And the suspect was shot while trying to stab the employee. The unidentified suspect died at the scene. The employee is being questioned by police. Now, this is a developing story, so stay with 12 News online and on air as we find out more details.
I was very scared, yes. I felt like, man, this is my last day here.
It's the kind of situation you hear about but never think you'll be a part of. Yet dozens of shoppers at the Walmart on Germantown Parkway in Cordova today found themselves running from bullets.
I just heard pop, 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 like, I don't, at this time, I think at least 15 shots.
And finally, after a search that lasted hours, 23-year-old Tamaris Hopkins is in custody, charged with criminal attempted second-degree murder, 2 counts of aggravated assault, reckless endangerment, and employment of a firearm during the commission of a dangerous felony.
Police say this all started when a former Walmart employee was arguing with a woman towards the front of the store. They say a second man became involved, and that's when the 2 men began arguing themselves, and the former employee pulled a gun on the shopper.
Police say this all started with a domestic dispute between a man and a woman, and it ended with a man being shot in the stomach. Here's what we can tell you. Police were called to this home off Visual View just before 8 o'clock this morning. That's on the city's northeast side of town near Live Oak and Nacogdoches and Century Point. You can see the crime tape is up at this home, and there are police outside. A man was taken in for questioning. Police tell us what ended up happening was there was a struggle over a gun between 2 men. After that fight, they believe the man who first pulled out the gun is the one who ended up getting shot in the stomach. He had to be taken to the hospital and was stabilized. He is expected to recover, but police do consider him the suspect in this argument after that struggle. Everyone who was involved live at this home. Now, police are still investigating this shooting as the man who continues to recover is the one who's being shot. But again, police say all of this remains under investigation.